Hello, my name is Filipa. Welcome to my channel Awkward, where I provide parents with the encouragement, knowledge, tools, and skills to provide their children with mindful sexual education. And I'm here to help you answer all the awkward questions about bodies, feelings, and sex. Today's topic is naming genitals. So it is important that we are able to talk to children in an open way about their bodies and how their bodies function. If we start these conversations earlier, basically the earlier we start these conversations, the easier it will be to have the more difficult and awkward conversations about sex and sexual behavior and expectations when they are teenagers. So if we start talking about these topics while they are children, it is a lot easier for you as a parent to continue on that journey of giving your kid mindful sexuality that gets incrementally more comprehensive and that evolves in a way to stay up to date and adequate to your child's development. So we should be able to name genitals easily as we talk about any other body part. And I know that this might be difficult for some people, and that is okay. And if you use nicknames in your household, I don't think there's really a problem, so long as you use them interchangeably with anatomically correct names, so that your children are aware that these body parts actually have names that are not, a Mimi or a Willy or a Fanny, okay? So the male genitals are made up of this is a very quick and easy way of teaching children, right? So they're made up of testicles, which are the balls, and the penis, the willy. Especially if your child is not circumcised, you want to talk about the foreskin. And why is this important to talk to a small child about? Because when you are teaching your small child how to carry out their own hygiene, for uncircumcised children, it is very, very important that you explain to them that it is important that when they are washing their genitals, that they pull their foreskin back and are able to wash the gland, which is the top of the penis, adequately, so that it does not, get infected and all these other problems that might come of not keeping a good hygiene. So that's the male anatomy in a nutshell. The female anatomy is a vulva, which is the outside organ that we are able to see when we just look at a girl when she's naked. And this vulva then has two holes. One of them is the urethra opening, where the pee comes out, and the other one is the vagina, where the period blood comes out and where babies come out as well. So you want to tailor this language and how you answer these questions to your child's age and stage of development. Sometimes not so much the age, but how they are developing and whether they are able to take in the information you give them and they're able to process it in a way that answers questions instead of creating more questions. Children, when they're small, when they're younger, they are very literal, so they don't require a very expansive answer about the questions they ask. What they want is very straightforward, short answers. Also because of their attention span, right? So here you want to be correcting any misinformation, like a lot of children and adults think that women pee from their vagina, and that's not correct. So you want to be correcting these sentences, and because women urinate from their urethra, which is the tiny hole at the top of the vulva, and then there's the vagina. And women don't pee from the vagina. It's only where the menstrual blood comes out, where babies come out, and where the penis is inserted during sex. That makes a baby. This is a conversation that you might want to save for when they are a little bit older, not when they are 5. But it really depends on the kind of questions that your child is asking. So if you are scared that your child is asking questions that that you feel they're too young to answer, to hear the answer for, I'd like to reassure you that that's not the case, and that if kids are able to ask these things because they have thought about them, and they deserve an answer that is adequate to their age, but they deserve an answer. If you don't answer them, they will make up their own theories about why these things happen and how they occur. So the other reason why you want to be telling your kid the anatomically correct name for their genitals is that there is a kind of broken trust when they go to school and find out from their teachers during science class or biology that these body parts actually have other names, or they go to school and they find out that other people call these things by different names. So what is the right name? And there can be this level of this idea of my parent did not trust me with the right answer, or they lied to me, or they didn't know the answer to that, and then they're much less likely to come to you to ask you about certain things because they don't think you are a reliable source of information. It is important for your kids to know the names of their genitals, also for safety reasons, so that if anything, so that when you are teaching them about body safety rules, you want to be talking about the genitals like their private parts, but actually giving it their name. One of the ways that abusers take advantage of children is by desensitizing them and shocking them with information about the body and sex. So sometimes they will say things like, your parent doesn't tell you this because they don't trust you, or I'm telling you this, or I'm saying it in this way because I know that you are mature. And how this is a seduction technique that abusers use all the time. So when is a good time to approach the subject of genitals and talking to children about their right names? So I can think of three times that this happens naturally. One is when kids are when you're changing their diaper. You want to explain to them what you're doing and what their body parts are. Another time is during bath time. So when you're washing them and you're playing these games of, oh, what is this? It's a little hand, and what is that? It's a little foot, and what is that? It's the vulva, and what is that? It's the penis. So this is a natural time to bring about the subject. And when your kid starts asking you questions about these things, I'd also suggest that you find some resources, some books that are age appropriate and that explain the body parts, their names, and their functions. So these are the main reasons why I feel it is very important for you to talk to your kid openly and honestly about genitals, their functions, and their right names. I hope you liked the video, and if you have any questions, let me know. So please like, comment, and subscribe.